Have you ever noticed something strange? The smartest person in the room is often not the one talking the most. In fact, many highly intelligent people seem unusually quiet. Not always, but often enough that you've probably seen it yourself. Meanwhile, the loudest person in the room isn't necessarily the most knowledgeable. So why does this happen? Why do smart people tend to stay quiet? At first, you might think it's because they're shy, but that's not always true. Many intelligent people can speak confidently when they need to. The difference is that they don't feel the need to speak all the time. One reason is that smart people are often aware of how much they don't know. This might sound backwards. Shouldn't intelligent people be more confident? Yes, but they're also more aware of the complexity of things. Imagine two people discussing a topic. One person knows only a little. The other has spent years learning about it. The first person sees a simple answer. The second person sees dozens of possibilities, exceptions, and unanswered questions. Because of that, the more knowledgeable person may hesitate before speaking, not because they're unsure, but because they understand that reality is rarely as simple as it seems. Another reason is that smart people often spend more time observing. While others are busy talking, they're collecting information. They're watching how people react. They're listening to what is being said. They're looking for patterns. Think about a game of chess. A beginner may move quickly. An experienced player often pauses, not because they can't think of a move, but because they're thinking several moves ahead. Conversation can work the same way. Then there's another interesting psychological reason. Many intelligent people don't feel a strong need to prove they're intelligent. When someone constantly tries to sound smart, it's often because they want recognition. But people who are secure in their abilities usually don't need constant validation. They don't need to win every argument. They don't need to have the last word. And they don't need everyone in the room to know how much they know. Of course, being quiet doesn't automatically mean someone is intelligent, and being talkative doesn't mean someone isn't. There are plenty of brilliant people who love speaking. The point isn't that smart people never talk. It's that they often choose their moments carefully. When they have something meaningful to add, they speak. When they don't, they're comfortable staying silent. And that's a skill many people overlook. Because in a world where everyone is trying to be heard, listening has become surprisingly rare. So the next time you meet someone who isn't saying much, don't assume they have nothing to offer. They might be observing, they might be thinking, or they might simply understand something that many people forget. Being the loudest voice in the room isn't always the smartest move.